A single mistake meant death. No second chances, no hospitals, no rescue teams. Our ancestors faced a world where every decision determined whether they lived to see another sunrise. The survival techniques they mastered over millions of years have been lost to modern comfort, yet these methods kept humanity alive through ice ages, predator attacks, and environmental catastrophes. What they knew about survival would shock most people today. Fire wasn't just warmth. Early humans discovered that controlled flames could transform their entire existence. They learned to create fire through friction, striking stones and preserving embers for days during migration. This mastery provided protection from predators, cooked food for better nutrition, and created social gathering points that strengthened community bonds. The techniques involved understanding wood types, moisture content, and oxygen flow with precision that took generations to perfect. Survival depended on interpreting signs invisible to untrained eyes. Ancient humans could track animals by analyzing footprints, broken vegetation, and scent trails. They predicted weather changes through cloud formations, animal behavior, and wind patterns. This knowledge determined when to hunt, where to find water, and when to seek shelter. A single misread signal could lead a group into deadly storms or away from crucial resources. Creating effective tools from raw stone required extraordinary skill. Early humans mastered knapping techniques that transformed ordinary rocks into sharp blades, scrapers, and spear points. Each strike had to land at precise angles to avoid shattering the stone. These tools weren't crude implements but sophisticated instruments that took years to craft properly. The knowledge of which stones worked best and how to shape them represented accumulated wisdom passed through countless generations. Locating water sources meant the difference between life and death. Ancient humans developed methods to find underground water by observing vegetation patterns, following animal tracks at dawn, and reading geological formations. They knew which plants indicated nearby water and how to extract moisture from unlikely sources. During droughts, this knowledge became the most valuable survival skill, determining which groups thrived and which perished. Protection from elements required understanding materials, structural integrity, and environmental factors. Early humans constructed shelters using branches, animal hides, mud, and stone with remarkable efficiency. They positioned entrances to avoid wind, selected elevated ground to prevent flooding, and created ventilation for fire smoke. These weren't random constructions but carefully engineered structures based on tested principles that evolved over millennia. Successful hunting involved more than throwing spears. Ancient humans employed persistence hunting, tracking prey for hours until exhaustion. They used fire to drive animals toward cliffs or into ambush positions. Cooperation and communication during hunts required sophisticated planning and split-second coordination. Understanding animal behavior, migration patterns, and vulnerabilities turned humans from prey into apex predators despite lacking natural weapons. Identifying edible plants without poisoning themselves required extensive botanical knowledge. Early humans learned which roots, berries, and leaves provided nutrition and which brought death. They discovered plants with medicinal properties that treated wounds, reduced fever, and eased pain. This pharmacological understanding developed through dangerous trial and error, with each generation adding to the collective knowledge base that kept communities healthy. Individual strength meant nothing without group coordination. Ancient humans survived through complex social structures that distributed tasks, shared resources, and protected vulnerable members. They developed communication systems, established hierarchies, and created cultural practices that reinforced cooperation. Groups that mastered social cohesion outlasted those with superior individual skills, proving that community bonds were the ultimate survival advantage. Humans conquered diverse landscapes from frozen tundras to scorching deserts through remarkable adaptability. They modified clothing, adjusted diets, and altered shelter designs for each environment. Migration required understanding seasonal changes and resource availability across vast distances. This flexibility separated humans from species locked into specific habitats, allowing expansion across the entire planet despite lacking specialized physical adaptations. These survival skills represent millions of years of accumulated human knowledge, tested under the harshest conditions imaginable. Modern comfort has erased most of this wisdom, yet understanding how our ancestors survived reveals the incredible resilience built into human nature. Their techniques, strategies, and innovations laid the foundation for everything that followed. Subscribe to explore more forgotten chapters of human evolution and discover the remarkable journey that brought us from vulnerable primates to planetary dominators.